Lewandowski. Good morning, Western New York, 6 o'clock on your Monday Dingus Day morning. Probably notice everybody in red as you're out and about today.
Everyone's Polish on Dingus Day, so what do we need to know for heading out today? Andy Parker getting us out the door.
Light jacket this morning, no umbrella this afternoon, but there's no protection from the pussy willows and squirt guns today along the parade route. 47, we've lost another one. That's as far as we go. Sun up this morning, coming up in 31 minutes from right now, although we're going to start to see those brightening skies a lot earlier than that. Light winds as well. It's going to be dry. You can see 7 super Doppler. We've got it on the wide scale going all the way past the Mississippi River, and it's going to stay dry through the Great Lakes, exactly where we are. Cleveland, Buffalo, Toronto, everybody's going to enjoy skies that look just like this. Winds today a lot lighter than yesterday. They'll be northwesterly at 10 to 15 miles an hour. We'll call it a mix of sun and clouds and a very comfortable number, 57. Not too hot, not too cool. If you're going to be doing the parade thing this afternoon, the temperatures will be in the 50s, upper 50s until we lose the sun. Then it starts dropping down a little bit. You're going to spend the time between 7 and midnight in the 40s today. But either way, going to be fantastic to be outside. A preview of the next 7. We've got a lot of vitamin D today and tomorrow. The most sun you're going to get in the next 7 days. Then we bring in some showers on Wednesday. There's some cool air in that 7-day forecast as well. We'll take you all the way through it as we all kind of get back into our schedules after spring break.
Andy, thank you. This is breaking overnight. City of Erie police in Pennsylvania tell 7 Eyewitness News a be on the lookout was issued late last night after the Ohio shooting suspect's cell phone was pinged in Erie just before 10 o'clock last night. There has been no confirmed or legitimate sighting of Steve Stevens in Erie, however. Stevens has been on the run since police say he posted a video on Facebook where he shot and killed a 74-year-old man. We've now learned this video was not streamed live. The mayor of Cleveland is issuing an urgent plea for this guy to turn himself in.
That he need not do any more harm to anybody, any innocent people, and that whatever concerns or problems that he's having, we're here to have a conversation with him.
Police say Stevens is driving a white Ford Fusion with a temporary tag, and they are telling folks in New York, Pennsylvania, and 3 other states to be vigilant. That said, we want to bring in New York State Police Trooper O'Callahan, the Public Information Officer for Western New York. Trooper, good morning to you. You're joining us live by phone. With all of this in mind, what do Western New Yorkers need to know as they're heading out this morning?
No, absolutely. Good morning, Ed and Katie. This is a terrible crime that occurred, and New York State Police and other local law enforcement agencies are being on the lookout for Steve Stevens and his vehicle. LPR and plate readers have been updated, so therefore if we've even passed this vehicle in a parking lot, our plate readers will be able to pick that up. If you're somebody traveling and you see a white Ford Fusion that meets the lookout or the criteria, or you think you see Steve Stevens this morning, do not try to take matters into your own hands. Please call 911, and we will assist you in finding this person and at least vetting out whether or not this could be him or not.
Okay, Trooper, let me ask you this. So this ping was issued last night, or that was found in Erie last night, just before 10 o'clock last night. Any credible evidence of where he may be going, or what do you know about this?
We don't have any credible evidence as of to where he's going, even with the ping. Right now, New York State, we are obviously on alert in case he does come into New York State. But right now he could be, as far as we know, either in Pennsylvania, in New York, or somewhere else. That's why this is so dangerous this morning, where if we're telling anyone anywhere that if anyone sees this vehicle, meaning what this man would look like, just please call 911.
And we're showing his picture and video of what he looks like right now. So if you see this guy, call 911. Again, he's driving a white Ford Fusion with temporary tags from Ohio. Trooper O'Callahan, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that story for you throughout the morning here. A building on UB's North Campus back open this morning after a possible methane leak. We're told that this was on the 5th floor of Furnace Hall in a lab. Police and firefighters arrived on the scene within minutes.
We study in Bell and Furnace all the time, and you know, I was like, was somebody careless or anything? Because I wouldn't like to be in that building for something like that to happen.
The hazmat crews completed 2 sweeps of the building, and university officials did not detect the presence of any gases or odors there. Nobody was hurt. 604, a child has serious injuries after he was hit by a pickup truck in Jamestown. Jamestown police say a pickup was traveling on Falconer toward Bowen when the 9-year-old ran into the road. This child taken by Starflight to a Buffalo area hospital.
A 2-year-old boy is recovering at Women and Children's Hospital this morning after he was run over by a pickup truck. It happened yesterday morning at Antique World in Clarence. Police say the boy ran away from his family and into the truck's path. The driver ran over the boy's pelvis and legs. That person is not facing any charges.
And we are looking ahead this morning. A boyfriend and girlfriend charged with murder due back in court tomorrow. Prosecutors say 18-year-old Stephanie Raymond drove the getaway car while her boyfriend, 22-year-old Shaquan Herbert, who you see here, went to rob a home on Pine Avenue in Niagara Falls with another suspect last week. During that robbery, Jose Hewitt was hit with a handgun. He later died of a heart attack. Police say they do think they know who this third suspect is.
Massive wildfires are still burning through parts of Florida this morning. That's why the governor has declared a state of emergency. There are still more than 110 active wildfires in the state. The fires have spread across at least 20,000 acres of land. This is the most active wildfire season in Florida since 2011. President Trump's first 100 days are coming to an end, and the president wants to know just who organized a series of weekend rallies nationwide where demonstrators demanded he release his tax returns. Trump tweeted yesterday, incredulous that the tax returns are still an issue, saying the election is over. On Saturday, protesters marched in 200 cities, saying Americans deserve to see the returns. New polls show almost 3 in 4 Americans agree.
Vice President Mike Pence says the, quote, period of patience is over for North Korea. Pence is visiting the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea today. Yesterday, North Korea tried to test a missile and failed. Now lawmakers are calling on China to help make North Korea abandon its weapons before it's too late.
China is the key. China is the key. They can stop this if they want to because of their control over the North Korean economy. We should expect them to act to prevent what could be a cataclysmic event.
And President Trump is expected to meet with the Chinese president today.
The California elementary school where 3 people, including a student, died in a murder-suicide last week will reopen today. Police say the shooter burst into his estranged wife's classroom in San Bernardino last Thursday. He shot her before turning the gun on himself. 2 students were also shot. One of them later died at the hospital. And
students and faculty at Virginia Tech remembering those lives lost 10 years ago during a deadly on-campus shooting. Thousands of people shared a meal this weekend to keep the legacy of those victims that were killed alive. On April 16, 2007, 32 people were killed when that student opened fire. Another 17 people hurt in that attack.
6:07 on a Monday. Let's get you out the door with a check of traffic and Autumn Lewandowski.
It's an easy commute right now. Later on, we're probably going to be really stuffed up right near the Central Terminal because of Dingus Day. But if you're going to be on the 219, we've dealt with it over the past couple of weeks. We're going to continue to deal with it over the next couple of months. But as of right now, our morning drive right along the 219, if you're coming from the 90 or maybe if you're coming up from Boston State Road, we're right around 65, 60 miles an hour. So a good early morning mile per hour. Now the 219 still going to have these lane restrictions, and that's between Mile Strip and Boston State Road. That goes through September, and it's essentially just after you pass Mile Strip if you're headed southbound, or just after Armour Duels if you're headed northbound. Here's a current look at the 219 right at Southwestern. That's where the bridges are down to that 1 lane, but things are moving along fine right now, and the same as you get a little bit closer to the 90 this morning.
All right, Autumn, thank you. A lot of people picking up your phones lately, only to have a robocall on the other end. We're going to tell you about the latest scam, and it's also you don't waste your money.
Before the Coachella Flower Crown, there was the Polish Flower Crown. Get yours ready for Dingus Day. We'll tell you everything you need to know about the parade coming up.
And in preparation for Dingus Day, we're showing you how to make a traditional treat. Taking a live look at our Rogie Cam with the expert, Mary Beth Morse. She knows what she's doing. We're going to check in with Katie's mom next.
The forecast today is a walk in the park. We'll be in the 50s this afternoon. The cherry blossoms are already out. Going to be a nice one. We'll take a look at your 7-day straight ahead.